Hello! Thanks for stopping by at my channel. Today I'm sharing a video using some new Lawn Fawn materials. I made this really cute unicorn card with it. I die cut some mermaid cardstock with this stitched cloud backdrop, and I also used the large stitch rectangle stackables to make sure that it has a nice stitched edge. I also cut it out of some white cardstock because that's where I'm going to get my puffy clouds from. Before I do anything else, I'm going to make sure my sentiment gets on there first. I'm using the sentiment that comes in the set Unicorn Picnic, and I'm using white embossing powder. I'm using my powder tool to prepare the surface and make sure that the powder is only sticking to my ink. My cardstock has warped a little bit from the heat, so I'm using my heat gun to try and get the paper a little more flat. Before I die cut my puffy clouds, I want to prepare my rainbow so I can see how high my puffy clouds can be. I used guava cardstock, fake tan, sunflower, cilantro and peacock. And I used the new stitched rainbow dies to make my rainbow. What I love about this set is that you don't have to cut out a rainbow entirely out of your cardstock, because you can only use one strip, and here you can die cut one strip, so that saves a lot of cardstock. That larger piece that comes with this set is ideal as a sort of backer, and I can attach every color of my rainbow to it before attaching it to my card. As you can see, some of my rainbow colors are overlapping or barely touching the edge of that white backer, but it doesn't matter because my clouds are going to be glued on top of that. To give that mermaid cardstock some more interest, I'm using Merman ink to darken up the edges a little bit, and it doesn't matter if you go over the sentiment because you already heat embossed it, and you can just wipe it off with a paper towel or a cloth like I did. So now I glued on my rainbow, and I can see how high I want my puffy cloud border to go. I'm using whatever ink is left on my sponge to darken up the edges of the clouds as well, so that it matches with the background. These are the 5 stamped images from Unicorn Picnic I'll be using today, and I am going to show you now how I colored these, and if you want to know the colors, just look at the cap that I placed with the number up. I thought it would be a nice touch to stamp the little heart and the star that comes in the set on the unicorns behind. I used plastic flamingo and Merman ink for this. In hindsight, I should have placed those on there before I did the Copic dots, because with the Merman ink you can hardly see that there's a star there. I used my white gel pen to put on some accents, and I also used my Nuvo Aqua Shimmer Glitter Gloss pen for some glittery sparkle. On the bits and pieces where I put my Nuvo shimmer, I weighted with the gel pen because sometimes it just wipes it out. So I put on the gel pen after the glitter. And now I can die cut all the pieces. Now that everything has been die cut, I can assemble my card. I'm using liquid glue to attach everything. And you'll see me using a few glue dots on the clouds because I want them to be as high as my rainbow. I decided you can never have enough glitter on a unicorn card, so I colored in my rainbow with the glitter gloss pen as well. I've got some stickles called unicorn and I'm using that on the horn. And I'm also going to be making a few dots on the card to decorate it some more. I recently bought the pixie dust cardstock and I decided that it would be perfect to put behind my panel. But seeing as my stickles was still wet, I decided to put the card aside and work on the inside. I'm using the new Scripty Birthday and I'm using the happy stamp from Booyah. And this way my card has an extra sentiment for the recipient to read. And again, I'm using the Merman ink to match everything, and I die cut the sentiment from Mermaid cardstock. Unfortunately, my stickle dots are still wet, so I'm going to show you how my card will look once it's finished, and I will take a picture of it later, and you can see that picture right now. And that finishes my card. Thanks again for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel to know when my next video will be up. And I've linked a few videos and you can click on them if you like to watch those as well. Have a nice day. Bye!